G'day folks. Well, I figured since this old motor was hogging enough shelf space for the last 6 months or so, it's time to put it back together again. I did put it in the too hard basket because I couldn't get this epoxy enamel smooth, and I decided, well, it wasn't going to look 100% when it left the factory, so why not leave it a bit rough and just put a high build paint on it, and it looks alright. I've only done one coat so far, but this whole thing's going to look pretty good. This is a Century 1 horsepower propulsion start induction motor, by the way. The patent on the design goes back to 1899, and the last patent date that I found on the tag was 1903, so this could easily be pre-World War I. Very easily. Obviously I'll take the wheel out and polish that up. I might take the bolts out and polish them up. I've still got to pull it apart and put the rotor in, but I'll polish certain components. Yeah, the rotor's pretty clean now. Polished all the com bars up. Free up the necklace. That actuates that collar there. The collar pushes out and retracts the brushes once we're up to speed. The brushes are acceptable. They're not completely worn out. I just need a bit of adjustment for lateral play. Not bad. Mate, Mother Nature is a bitch sometimes. I go to put the second coat on it and start spitting with rain out of nowhere. Yeah. There's one little cloud thing. It's about 30 degrees out here, Celsius. So it's not a cold day, and then it starts spitting with rain. Luckily it's still warm, so it'll dry off. Yeah, a bit of cloud over there. Just coming over. Bugger it. Bloody rain. Now everything's wet and humid. Definitely not a good time for painting. Oh well, might as well machine some stuff. There we go. Bit of polyethylene. I made a roller for the overhead crane. I'm going to put a 3-pin through it and hang the block and tackle off it so this rolls along the top of the girder. It's not quite as good as a regular trolley, but that's all I've got at the moment. And it thinks this stuff wraps itself around everything. Good shit to work with though, all plastics. Not too bad. It's made it a little deeper. Fit over the rail very nicely. There's still a little bit of a step there. The only problem is the swarf gets in the way. You can't see what you're doing. There we go. Come off. Beats having one hanging off there, like so. Eventually I'll find a proper trolley for it. There we go. I'm using an old cylinder head bolt from my old BMW engine as the crossbar. That won't break. Not with the 200 odd kilos I can only lift with this thing, at the most. Only thing is the chain drags on there. When I get some more hot rolled steel plate, I actually fabricate a proper U section which straddles the girder and bolts through with a bigger bolt. But for now that'll do it. I also filled the grub screw holes up with grease and drove grub screws in. Grease the axle up. Easy enough. And this thing's rated at half a tonne. There's no way I can lift that much on this girder.